then we'll do a start for the first bronze medal contest for women on the 14 kilogram here at the Hague Grand-Prix.
Well, a very big welcome to The Hague Judo Grand-Prix 2017 here in one of the most important judo countries in the world. And this wonderful city plays host to the return of the Netherlands on the World Judo Tour. It's been a long time, but they're back. Located in the west of the Netherlands, it's one of the 3 largest cities, and it is one of the major cities that host actually the United Nations. Now, with 43 countries taking part here, we're looking forward to some great judo over 3 days of competition. And to introduce the medals, the medal matches on this first day of competition is my co-commentator, of course, Sheldon Franco Ruggs.
A very good afternoon to you, Neil, and a very good afternoon to everyone at home. The first of the bronze medal contests that we're going to see features Kimberly Rennicks of Great Britain. She's up against Tatiana Cesar of Guinea-Bissau. It's the under 48 kilo category. The referee in the middle for this one is former competitor in the heavyweight category from France, Mathieu Bataille.
Yeah, 2-time world medalist Mathieu Bataille, and here he is now refereeing at the top level, and that's what the major thing that we're trying to do with all the coaching and the refereeing, of course, getting the top fighters to be refereeing at the top end of the tournaments, the top tournaments. So here we go. Rennicks here, world ranked 51, and she's in here against Cesar of Guinea-Bissau. Got a work cut out, I think.
Big ask.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. It's a big ask, but here she is fighting for a medal in a Grand Prix tournament. Rennicks in white.
Already a good result, in a way.
Yeah, no, it is, absolutely. Very experienced, Kimberly Rennicks, and been on the circuit for a long time with her sister, twin sister. Straight into the attack there, Cesar. She hasn't looked on best form, has she, today, I have to say. Cesar of Guinea-Bissau just not able to perform the techniques that we know she can do.
Yeah, she's had a couple of awkward ones, including the semi-final that she lost to Daria Mobilidid, the 17-year-old current European champion. So, you know, no shame in having lost out to that kind of quality, but just couldn't work it out.
No, Mobilidid, of course, one of the up-and-coming stars of the under 48 kilos category, and just 17 when she won the European senior title. She won the cadet title, then the senior title. Everybody went, oh my goodness. And so she's in the final against Galbadrat. We'll see that in a couple of fights' time. So this time, Cesar taking the fight to Rennicks then. Oh, Chigari there just drives her outside of the area.
Yeah, they were similar in stature, Cesar and Billadid, and I think maybe not being accustomed to fighting someone at that kind of, her own, long arms, long limbs, quite tall, that threw her a little bit. Also the difference in tactics, and Billadid is well known for her prowess on the ground. Despite the fact that she's only 17, she's already got a reputation as someone who really enjoys near-water. Anyway, that's to come. Cesar at the moment has got Rennicks in front of her, who's just picked up Bushido.
Yeah, Rennicks just got to pick up the pace here, just behind the pace here against Cesar, and she's got to make sure that, because she's fighting very well, and so she's just got to stay on the pace, and that Shido at the end of it, at the end of time, first 4 minutes that is, won't mean that she loses the contest. It means she can pull it back. You can turn it around, but you've got to attack.
She had a thought. Cesar was thinking about going around the back for the Tanio Toshi there, but it was just a little bit low. She ended up going down on one knee and lost the opportunity.
4 minute contests for the ladies and for the men. First 4 minutes, if there's no score or if it's all even, it will go into a golden score, and then any score wins. Yoko Toshi attack there by Renix. Tries to take her over to the side, and she's got to be careful down here because Cesar has a Sangaku, which is strangle with the legs that she does, and you can also turn it into the hold down. We've seen a lot of those today as well, turning it directly into the hold down and controlling the top half and the head completely.
That wasn't a bad little effort, you know, Yoko Otoshi. She didn't go through with it. Wasn't really determined.
Well, I think that if there's any time to get a win over Cesar, this is it. Renix here on par and fighting very, very well. Just needs to pile that pressure on, send that arm over the top all the time.
Just needs to be careful as well not to fall off the pace here. The tempo needs to be kept up.
Yeah, well, she certainly can't afford another penalty up there. 3 penalties. And the penalties are indicated by the little yellow flag there on the scoreboard. But 3 of those and it will be all over. It's Honsokamaki disqualification, so it can cost you dearly. Well, was that a mate? Did they... I don't think he called mate either, so that was a near score there by Cesar. Renix starts it off through the Uchimata.
It would have been in. She just had the 1 foot in, didn't she?
Yeah,
nice shot that was from our cameraman at the top there. Just got the foot in as she was executing that technique. No score though. Half a minute left to go.
Well, a British team certainly have really picked up. They're in the medal hunt almost every tournament that they're in at the moment, and in quite a few of the different categories as well. So always good to see. So Renix picked up the pace. She's not received another penalty since there. She's been first into the attack, realises what she has to do. There it is again. And that was very close as well, wasn't it? Wasn't far off. Cesar now just a little bit behind. Now when this goes into golden score, the referee will start the match immediately. He won't let them readjust their dress. It'll just be Hajime. There we go. There's the time. Well, saying that, and he
just wanted the belt, that's all.
Oh, it's just the belt, right. So Hajime called.
And he had that split second as they did the golden score bit on the clock. So he used that up well. Here they go again.
Oh, and that was close there. Cesar Ouchigari. First medal match of this first final block. Snaking little Ouchi there, just sat her down. It's got to be the top half, the side of the top half that hits the ground. There's one from Renix as well. Renix just fires back. It's got to be the top half, nothing to do with the bottom half. It's got to be the top half. Side will score. Anything from the side towards the back will be a Wazari. Anything with force onto the back directly is an Ippon. And then, of course, you've got hold down for 20 seconds or an arm lock or strangle for a submission.
Just thinking who this suits better, you know, the longer the contest goes.
Well, she looks in good condition here, Renix. Yeah. She does. She's not blowing. And
she's got better as the contest has gone on.
Yeah, she certainly has. She's going forwards all the time. Oh, Cesar's got it. Oh, Chigari, and, well, she just... Concentration just went just for a split second there, and that's all it takes. 1 minute into golden score. Cesar of Guinea-Bissau just sneaks the first bronze medal in the under 48 kilograms.
Was a nice Ouchigari in the end, actually. She kept low, hooked in, good push, couldn't get off it.
Good match. Kimberly Renix did very, very well there against the very experienced Cesar of Guinea-Bissau. just managed to sneak it in the end. Nice ouchigari. She threatened it a few times, and then in the end manages to take her onto her side.
Dad must be proud.
Absolutely. So some of the highlights. Kimberly Rennick's just the concentration going. Just this little sneaky ouchi there in golden score. 1 minute in, 59 seconds to be precise. And Kouchi sets it up. Ouchi drives off the back leg, takes her onto her side. You can see that the side, the top part of the body, makes contact with the mat. And Awazari wins the bronze medal.
Well, as Neil was saying earlier on, she may not have looked at her best today. I agree with that. But when push came to shove, she came up with the winning score. Right, we've got the second of the bronze medal matches in the under 48 kilo category coming up now. Katharina Mentz of Germany faces Anastasia Pavlenko of Russia. It's Mentz in the white judogi, Pavlenko in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Okada Yasuhiko of Japan.
So Katharina Mentz of Germany will be in white here, Pavlenko of Russia. But the Russians have quite a substantial team here in every weight category, and we were saying earlier in the earlier rounds that they're putting a lot of people out there ready for Olympic qualification, I think next year, just to see who they're going to spend their money and time on, I guess. But nice to be in that position. Pavlenko here fighting for third place. Nice when you've got a great big pool of people that you can just draw off, and you send a load in there, see which ones are going to do well by you, and then you concentrate all your efforts on them. Of course, some of the smaller countries, they don't enjoy that. Oh, now then, that's a score. The arm was tucked in, it landed on the side. So Wazari scored there to Mentz.
Chance of the turnover here, if she can just
needs to take her time. Just needs to take her time. Well, she's going for the Juji Gatami now, and Pavlenko just managing to spin out. So she needs to concentrate on the arm, actually. She's not in deep enough onto that arm. She's looking for the Osai Komi there, and I'm not so sure
that he would give that.
No, he's not going to give it because she needs to be down. Now they've given it. He's given it. I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Would have left that.
Now go back onto the arm and concentrate on the arm. As long as it's progressive, and as long as she needed to take the leg all the way around. It was a good transition through. Here's the Uchimata.
Second time she's done that today.
Yeah, Pavlenko lands clean, on her side, so warrants the Wazari. Now she's got it all to do. Good bit of newaza that as well. Nice to see referee allowing more time for development. As long as it's positive and progressive, the referee should allow it to go on.
Mentz has got a habit of countering an Ojigari attack with her own little Uchimata. She's worked out how to do that.
Well, Mentz is the one that's putting the attacks in. Pavlenko will have to catch up the pace. Drops in Aggie. Pavlenko didn't quite get the rotation.
Slightly desperate looking.
Yeah, it just wasn't strong enough, was it? Not enough control with the upper part of the body. .1 minute 21. Well, it's not a time to back off. You can't just back off and defend. You've got to carry on attacking, because that's when you start to pick up penalties if you're not careful. Pavlenko goes to work, starts the attacking, and now it's Mentz has to fire back. Oh, countered her back. Now then, gives a Wazari for it. Overstretched, didn't she there, Pavlenko?
Wrong place, wrong time, and taken advantage of by Mentz. Puts a second score on the board now, and here's another chance for her to work on the arm. She wants to take that left leg over the top. It's a little bit of a stretch for her. She can't reach all the way over.
You know, one of the problems there, Sheldon, this is the counter, by the way. Look at this counter. And that was a beautiful Talio Tosh counter there. But one of the problems is they don't concentrate hard enough on the arm. You need a little bit of pain on the arm there to encourage them to roll over. I mean that in the nicest possible way, of course.
Part of it.
So that was enough. 2 Wazaris on the board to Mentz of Germany.
2 good scores.
Solid performance.
Yeah, she's had a good day. You can see that on her face. She looks happy.
Yeah, it was solid, wasn't it? And a really nice counter-attack. Any counter, of course, you can't go on your own back first. You've got to make sure that you spin it, turn, and she did everything right. Pavlenko, it drifted away from her. 2 Wazaris on the board there. Mentz is the winner.
Mentz comes away from the competition having lost only once today, and that loss was to the current European champion, Daria Biladid, so no real harm done.
Well, she had to come through the long way, really, wasn't it, Mentz?
Yeah.
She lost in the quarterfinals, had to fight Jura in the repechage final. Then she comes through to fight Pavlenko, who was the losing semi-finalist. There's the Uchimata. Takes her onto her side. This was the first Wazari, and there's the second one there. It was almost, well, it was absolutely on the edge there. Still 1 foot inside, so it was valid as an attack. Takes her down to get the score. Great performance. So now just the final to come for under 48 kilograms, and that should be an absolute cracker.
It's coming up now, and that final features Otgonsetse Galbadrak of Kazakhstan, the number 1 seed. She goes up against Daria Biladid of Ukraine, the European champion, just 17 years old. And the referee for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico. Here's Neil.
Yeah, just looking at the world rankings there, Biladid up to world ranked 18. Galbadrak, was it number 1 or number 2 there, did I say? I think he's world number 1 now, world ranked. So Galbadrak, one of the most consistent in the categories, and here she is in another final here. And I think this is going to be an awkward one for her because of what we were talking about, you were saying about Biladid and how rangy she is. So that'll be interesting. Tomanagi, I think, Galbadrak will be using to go underneath the big right arm of Biladid. Let's see.
I'm interested to see how both fighters cope with this. They're looking at different things, you know. Galbadrak, the much more established and experienced fighter. Biladid, up and coming. First look at Biladid for Galbadrak, and she has to come to grips with her and come to terms with her.
Well, they're going to get a Shido each any second now. Literally, they've got to come to grips with each other because they're just tapping away at the moment. Both will get Shido. You see, now, how I don't get that. I mean, I really don't understand that. I mean, why just one? I thought both. Neither one of them. Anyway, Galbadrak gets the Shido, so now straight away the Tomanagi comes in. quite a difference in height here, these two. There's the big left arm over the back. I said right arm. It's the big left arm. And there's the Kochi Ochi. That was
slipped.
Very close.
Just lost her balance in trying to get hold of the arm, and she didn't want to fall off that. Put her hand down, and she lost control of the arm. Almost on it there, Neil.
She was very close there. Galbadrak, big sigh of relief there.
She's looking up at her, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. She really is. Well, this is a left against left, isn't it? And they're both of them very tempting to just wrap yourself around that front leg. That's dangerous for one thing. And then the other thing, then they're trying to attack the back leg in order to readjust balance. And each time it's about balance, and of course the kumakata, which is the gripping, which is so important too.
Almost came up with the turn there.
A little bit too much of a delay there, wasn't there, for Galbadrak there? There's no score given. President of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Marius Visa there, just watching on and enjoying his judo as he always does. Well, I don't think it's any good Galbadrak trying to get the big left arm over the top, but I think she'll have a real problem with that, saying that.
Clever work though. Yeah. Once the arm goes up, quick Ojigari, it wasn't going anywhere, dive and cover up.
Well, they've met once before. Galbadrak is 1-0 ahead, actually, on their head-to-heads. She's pointing to her arm. I don't think that's why she got the Shido. Shido each.
Yeah, he gave a passivity penalty after the Ojigari that we were talking about, so he must have considered that was a non-attack. Wasn't worthy of registering in his mind as an attack. I think Neil's right. The going up and around the collar isn't the thing to do. Nice and strong from Biladic. He's perfectly happy with the arm up around there.
Ochi then from Biladic. Oh.
There's some strength in there as well.
Yeah, so there is.
It
was really
frail.
No, she's getting really much stronger with it, much more confident.
Ooh, problems here.
Oh, there is. This is going to be an outside komi.
Yep, outside komi. Number 3 today.
Galbadrak is being held down here by the youngster.
Gets turned. Only just.
Well, I'll be interested to see how many seconds that was, because she did well there.
None of them want to be down there with her now. They all know.
Like you say, that would have been the third one on the trot, wouldn't it? You know, so it really is confidence. Oozes confidence here, Billadid.
She works that turnover from 3 or 4 different positions. And it's not as though Galbadrak has never, been on with people who are good in Newaza. Been on with all of them. Still got caught. The 17-year-old.
Well, it just goes to show, doesn't it? You can't stay there just for a minute. It's nothing about it is defensive. it's protecting nothing really, just leaving you open.
Look at that scoreboard. Perfect symmetry. Both picked up a penalty, no score, and now we're into the golden score period.
Yeah, I think now that any penalty on there now will decide it, and any score will decide it. So.
Well, they're both looking for the score, so let's hope that we see something score-wise as opposed to penalty. Almost with the Ashiwaza. Good left-sided effort from Galbadrak. First time we've seen that.
Well, a 17-year-old here fighting the world number 1 and fighting her so well. The European champion. She won the cadet Europeans, and then she went and that's under 18s, and then went to European Senior Championships and won that. Here we go! Oh!
Yeah.
Now then.
Yeah. He might want to have a look at it.
He will want to have a look at this.
In the event that there's a counter, it's who hits first. And she did attempt to counter her. Nope, just let it go. Already had the word.
Good bit of refereeing in that. Really was. Very cool, calm and collected. Certainly, Billedid for me has been the closest to scoring. Now has the sleeve. Now looking for the arm over the top. Galbadrak. She realizes she's got to attack. And there's the, well, Osoro Toshi there from Galbadrak. This is the Ouchi. Just turned out. The arm saved her. So now 1 minute and 45 into golden score. Anybody's match this is.
Just get the feeling that Galbadrak is edging this in the golden score period.
This is where the experience comes in, isn't it? Saying that though, for me, Billedid just looking that little bit more likely to score.
Just on the attacks, you know, is Galbadrak going to be busier? And then they'll, you know, wind her up.
Well, one of them's going to commit. There. No, it didn't score. It sat her down on her backside. Billedid did well there to avoid that. So here's a Guruma Sasai.
Here comes Galbadrak.
Well, look at her looking up to her there. Literally, she is looking up. Saying, I'm coming for you. Billedid. Left arm over. Now, she's going to take the chance. Yoko Otoshi, this time Galbadrak. Billedid got to get on the pace. One more Shido will decide it.
Billedid didn't attempt an attack in Niamaza there for the first time. Just trying to catch her breath.
Yeah, definitely struggling. I mean, but they are almost a second contest in here. Ouchi this time. Has the grip over the top. That wasn't a good attack.
There's a chance. Just going to settle in now. Hook in. There it comes again. Yep.
She hasn't got the arm. That's the problem. She hasn't got the arm. It was just round the neck. Takes a lot of effort when you're down there with these Newaza attacks. Any groundwork attack. Wow, what a good final.
Ooh.
Arm over the top.
Koji.
Can't keep the cross grip too long.
Just a push out.
I thought that was a push.
That's a push out for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they should be penalising anybody pushing out.
Oh, that's a push out.
And it definitely was. Well, the referee's let it go.
Ooh.
She's very lucky to get away with that, Billedid. She really is. And, you know, it has to send a message. We need to send a message that you cannot push people out. Just stay within the area.
Just blocking with that right arm at the moment, Billedid. It's not the strongest.
Oh, no, it's not there.
No.
Wow. Well, Billedid doesn't land on her side. It's still on her backside, so no score. And it still carries on. She's got to attack now, though, Billedid.
Yeah.
She's behind. She realises it. Here we go. Billedid now going to go into the attack. Needs to take the chance. Kouchi!
Kouchi down on her side.
Absolutely brilliant, really. That was magnificent stuff. It really was. She waited her moment, didn't she? And she was running out, actually, of time because she needed a score. And the disappointment there on Galbadrak's face. But Biladid absolutely pulled it out the bag there. Kouchi, Gary, took her down. Brilliant.
And the control in the top half to bring her down was really, really well done. That was a good battle, Neil.
It really was a terrific one, and both were attacking. She nearly got scored on a few times. She nearly scored a few times. That smile says it all, and I'm not so sure that that's not her first Grand Prix success at senior level.
She has medalled, but
not gold.
I'm going to have to have a look at Grand Prix. She's just so new on the scene, but it won't take us long to find that out anyway.
So the first attack by Galbadrak, then she brings the leg back, settles, and then the Kouchi there, and she's stuck on the foot. Sticky foot Kouchi. I know, very dear friend of mine with a sticky foot Kouchi that he used to do. Sticky foot Ashy was her actually. Jason Morris out there if you're listening.
You're bloodied as well, look. Bloodied lip. Yeah, bronze medal in Ho-Hot earlier in the year, but today it's gold. Back to winning ways then.
Yeah, well, first of many. I mean, I think she's one for the future. Can you imagine?
We come now to the under 60 kilo category, the first of the bronze medal contest, and we got some home interest here. Roy Kofaiberg of the Netherlands faces Dashtava Amatrovshin of Mongolia. It'll be Kofaiberg in the white judogi, Dashtava in blue. Ioana Babiuk of Romania is the referee in the middle for this one. And given what happened to Kofaiberg against Ashley McKenzie earlier on, Kofaiberg won't be wanting to go over, and yet he's facing an extremely tough opponent in this.
Well, don't look at the world ranking, 252 here, but the nice thing is that the Dutch are able to put their whole national squad in, so you've got people here that wouldn't normally fight at this level. Here he is against Dash Devar in the top 10 in the world, and something's going to happen. That's it, it's all over. That went on the point of his shoulders there, and that is a definite ippon.
Yeah, you watch that in slow motion and it's a complete dumping here. You can talk about rolling off after the event, but the landing, this is what you're going to be looking at.
It was really on the point of the shoulders. Opening seconds there of the match in this under 60 kilos bronze medal match. Dash Devar showing his, well, that's why he is world rank number 10 at the moment. He has been higher than that as well. So experienced. Another major medal. A little smile to coach there, who is the coolest dude that we have on the coaching scene. Look at this pickup, and I can promise you that is not in the Gokyo. The original set of throws there set out by the great Jigoro Kano himself, and that isn't part of it. It was Uranagi, and it was a little bit of Uranagi Teguruma, Osoto,
body slam,
Osotogari, a little bit of a mixture, and it was all over.
I feel for Roy, you know.
I do.
He's
I
been
feel
through the ringer today. He's finished 5th, which in an opening outing is a really good effort. Right, we've got a second bronze medal coming, a bronze medal contest coming up now, and we got another Mongolian this and another Amatrovshin. This time it's Beyara Amatrovshin to face Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It's Beyara in the white judogi, Garrigos in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Prietenko of Uzbekistan.
Well, Beyara has had a good day as well, hasn't he? He's had a great day. Garrigos, of course, always there roundabout, always in these medal matches. Here he is again fighting for 3rd place. Garrigos, world rank 5. He was a junior world champion, and not the, well, I said it earlier, he's not the most stylish, but he is certainly plugs away all the time, and he is a winner. Absolute. Garrigos in blue here for Spain. And he'll look for the opening for the Shimiwaza
What a start to the final block.
Yeah, it's been terrific, hasn't it? It has been magic. And of course it gets us on the edge of our seats here in the commentary position. First Grand Prix Grand Slam held in the Netherlands for some time. I'm not quite sure how long with the last one that we had, but always a great atmosphere. Of course, the great Anton Geesink, first non-Japanese to become world and Olympic champion back in '64. And of course, he's from the Netherlands. So Garrigos still to attack. Still got to see him attack. Very defensive. And then there's the Cianagi. Got to be a little bit careful of that one there. Bayara almost took him backwards. So anybody's match this, coming up to halfway mark. Left to left, saying that, and you can tell Garrigos there can switch it as well. Just waiting for a mistake from Bayara.
Oh, it was, yeah. It was Baljinyam in the chair before, wasn't it, for Dashtava, or was it Hashbatar?
No, it was Baljinyam.
Oh, so Baljinyam went off and Hashbatar took his place. They just throw any champion in the chair then.
Just, yeah. Doesn't matter who it is.
Got another one in.
It's okay when you got a hat full of them.
Minute and a half left to go. No score as yet. But, Bayara picks up a penalty. I just spotted under his gi, as his gi opened, a black strapping on his shoulder.
Well, let's hope it's not a Walkman or anything like that.
I wonder if he's picked that up during the day, because I can't remember seeing that earlier on. Ooh, a little bit low, isn't it? Yeah, there. Can you just see on the right shoulder? It's just got some strapping on there. Neil's suggestion that it might be some kind of electronic toy is not just a joke. It did happen that one of the fighters forgot to take their mobile phone out of there.
There was a necklace as well a couple of weeks ago. There was a necklace from necklace. One of the ladies had a necklace on. Referee didn't notice it.
I did see one of the fighters during the contest. A mobile phone dropped out, which is a disqualification.
Well, it's immediate. It doesn't matter whether it's a necklace, earrings, anything like that. It's you've got to get them out. Now then, going for the Juji. This is a possible chance here from Garrigos. Garrigos onto the arm. Is he going to get the submission? That arm is straight.
Yeah.
Just the hips just going there.
He's a hard man, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Very, very tough. Just managed to hold off. Second penalty up to Bayara. Garrigos doing all the work. Score coming here. Just feel it.
Reminds me a little bit of the situation with Yonden Pirendel, the other Mongolian in the 66 kilo category, when he was way off the pace, wasn't he? And all of a sudden he came back with the winning technique. Wonder if Bayara is going to pull the same trick.
Well, we see it so often, don't we? It goes against the run of play. And I suppose it's just exactly the same. You watch a football match, one team dominates and then the other one scores a goal. So any score now, if it's a third penalty up to Bayera there, it's going to be all over. If Garrigus gets one, it's all evens, and then it'll be the last penalty or a score that will win. Well, certainly Bayera doesn't want to know in Newaza, so if I was Garrigus, I'd be all over that.
Get him down there.
Oh, now then. He's not going to get it. That was, he's got the hold down.
No, he was still too weak.
Yeah. I think Garrigus just went, I'm in
Sorry
hold.
though. Yep. Garrigus is not happy with it, or his coach.
So Bayera gets it. So we'll have another look back at that. I thought probably just a little bit of a delay there, but anyway, everybody decided it was otherwise. So 2 medals there for Mongolia.
Doesn't look as though they're going to change that now. Rosario on the board for Bayara. Yep, done. Garrigos was hoping against hope that they would change it, but we'll see on the replay. And no doubt we'll be able to, or Neil anyway, we'll be able to talk you through it, that and the other highlights. Here's Neil.
Well, he's done well today, he really has, and to beat Garrigos as well. 40 places, yeah, it was all part of one movement. Have a look at this. Siatoshi carries on, push, carries on, gets the score. So I agree with the referees and the judges. It was all one movement there, and he just rotates. He's still pushing with the legs. And then he gets the rotation there, and Garrigos, well, I'm sure if he's looking up at that replay, then he'll realise that smile says it all. 2 bronze medals for Mongolia.
We've got the final of the under 60 kilo category coming up now. Ashley Mackenzie of Great Britain faces Bekir Ozlu of Turkey. It'll be Mackenzie in the white judogi and Ozlu in blue.
Yes, I think it's going to be an interesting one, this. I think, well, if Mackenzie on form, it is possible for him to throw Ozlu, and he has done it before. He's won one of their contests. They've fought 3 times. 2-1 it is to Ozlu of Turkey.
And the referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Petra of Australia. 2-1. All right, well, Mackenzie could even things up here. He looked sharp earlier on. He's still got that about him.
Well, he's always very dangerous in the opening seconds, Mackenzie. But Ozlu, very cagey, very, very cautious. Difficult to throw, and he's a big thrower himself. Kouchi this time, Mackenzie. That was close. Ashley Mackenzie on top here. Not renowned for his newaza, but still trying to take the fight to Ozlu. So Mackenzie closest so far to any kind of score. And Mackenzie says, if you can do that, so can I.
Ooh, almost went off the other side.
Yeah, he has to be careful of that. He must make sure he gets Ozlu going in the right direction there, because he does get countered sometimes.
Ozlu had a good rub of his foot there. He didn't want to after he, had the attempted Ashiwaza on him. But it must have been burning him. He couldn't resist it.
Getting a little bit frustrated there, Ozlu, because he's been beaten to the attack. Shido goes up for Mackenzie. I don't know why.
He had a little smile about it.
Yeah. Now then, Uchimata.
Sideways. Oh, close.
It's the closest, isn't it? I mean, Mackenzie fighting just really well here. Good change of direction. Sumigaeshi there went for the Uchimata first of all. And I think that's his best chance here. One way and then the other. Got to be careful of that. That Tomonagi going nowhere. Sumigaeshi was much better, and the Seotoshi as well.
Slightly telegraphed that last one as well.
Yeah, he did, and I think as well he's got to remember that he scored right Toshi on the other side in the semi-final. There's the one on the left. Well, for me, it's Oslu now that needs to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks as though what happened was Mackenzie caught a piece of skin or maybe a nail, just drew a little bit of blood. That went on to Oslu's cheek, and when the referee looked at Oslu, he just wiped his cheek. It was perfectly clean. So then he looked at Mackenzie and said, "Oh, must be your hand then," and it was. He just needs to have the bit of tape that may have come loose there. Needs to have that tidied up again, and then we'll be back underway.
Well, I just hope now that Mackenzie can just keep the concentration and just not make any mistakes, because this is a good match. It really is a terrific match. Oslu, Mackenzie. This opening couple of seconds after the Hajime is where Mackenzie's got to be careful.
Friday afternoon here in The Hague. It's a quiet start to the tournament for the Dutch, but I can assure you tomorrow it will be heaving in here.
I think everybody will finish work, and the weekend always better, but still a good crowd here, and a nice little atmosphere. The stadium here is one of those kind of stadiums that comes directly down onto the tatami, and we have close connection, or the fighters have close connection. There's not a cycle track in between, which you sometimes get, and it can make it a little bit impersonal. You're out there on your own.
I always wonder who it suits better, a player who has to stay in the middle or the one who has to go off and get treatment. And whenever I ask that question, I come up with a different answer, because the one who stayed on the mat then bashes the one who's come back, or the one who's come back bashes the one who's stayed on.
But that's why I said you've got to concentrate now. This is it, because they come out all guns blazing. And here goes Mackenzie, has the sleeve. Ouchi this time, Oslu. Good match.
Was there someone earlier on that Mackenzie had some previous with then? Garrigos. Yeah, Garrigos. They had a little bit of
a bit head-to-head there.
they?
Yes, I think a few words said. Handbags, I think, is what you said.
That's right. Nothing serious.
No, sometimes it happens. Physical contact, fighting sport. Tomonagi, and a good Tomonagi as well by Mackenzie.
Had to block it, didn't he?
Yeah, it really did.
If you're not going to throw them with it, then they must make sure that they have to defend it. That way you can't be guilty of a force attack. Or you almost caught him there.
Great change of direction again from Mackenzie. It really was. That Kosoto to Tanio Tosh. That's where he's going to really benefit here, because he's ahead of Oslu at the moment, just on attacks. But Oslu's the dangerous one. He really is. He's just... well, that was an ippon.
Yeah.
Just took him back.
Wrong place.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time. And he can pull it out the bag, Oslu. He really can. And that's exactly what he just did there. Just waited for a mistake. Mackenzie was fighting so well. He really was. That was a great performance from him. I thought he was ahead there for 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes anyway, 2 minutes 45, and he made a mistake. He accepts it. That was a brilliant bit of judo there from Oslo, and that was a brilliant ippon. He took him flat on his back for a perfect ippon.
Yeah, just got himself into a tricky position, and Oslo was able to take full advantage of the fact that he found himself with the opportunity to come up with that crunching throw at the end.
Wow, wasn't it a crunching throw? And I think that Mackenzie of Great Britain there had really good pace. He really kept it going all the time, and he just went at the wrong place, didn't he? Like you said, wrong place, and he almost skipped forward there.
Yeah.
But look at Oslo, how he scoops it. Scoops it backwards there.
Mackenzie's on his way in one direction.
So Kuinagi, I think, and he just takes him on.
How often do you see that on international level for ippon?
No,
amazing.
You don't, and it was beautifully taken there. Turkey have a gold medal, and that was brilliant.
Right, let's take a look at the awarding ceremony for women in the under 48 kilo category. The bronze medals are being presented now, and the first of the bronze medals goes to Katharina Mentz of Germany. Tatiana Cesar of Guinea-Bissau collects her bronze medal. Silver medal goes to the world number 2, Otgonsetse Galbadrak. She's behind the Mongolian Munkbat Rensetzik, who fought at under 52 today, but it was Galbadrak who came in here as the number 1 seed. She's actually the world number 2. But the gold medal goes to Daria Bilodid, about whom so much has already been written, and about whom a hell of a lot more is going to be going there. 17 years old, first year university student, was proud to tell me that this morning, boastful.
Yes, I go to university is what she said, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm not at school anymore.
Beautiful little Kouchi there, took her backwards. It was in golden score, and it was beautifully taken. She just kept her cool. She almost landed on her side a couple of times, but it was this young lady here who is going to go to great places. I'm sure of that. She has already started on her qualification for the next Olympic Games in Tokyo. That was a brilliant performance and a gold medal, well deserved for Bilodid.
Now the national anthem of Ukraine. Went to the World Championships, the Senior World Championships, for the very first time in her life. She's only a youngster. Lost in round 3 to Otgonsetse Galbadrak.
Is that right?
Put her out of the competition. No chance for a medal. She ran off the tatami in tears. They have an old saying in England: revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, Bilodid wasn't waiting for it to get cold. First opportunity to come back and strike, she did.
and she did it in style, you know, and just as we said before, going from strength to strength, I think she'll get stronger and stronger. I don't know whether she's going to remain at under 48 kilograms.
Tall, isn't she? Tall.
Yes.
Hey,
So
Tatiana Cesar showed her the way to go in that weight category. Held it for God knows how long. Used to compete for Brazil before as Tatiana Lima. You know, moved over to Guinea-Bissau and has done a good job staying at that weight. Right, the under 52 kilo category. First of the bronze medal contest, Charlene van Snick of Belgium faces Agata Perink of Poland. It's van Snick in the white judogi, Perink in blue, and the home referee is Jean Ramekes of the Netherlands.
Charlene van Snick, again, very consistent, even in this under 52 kilos category. Of course, she was very successful in under 48 kilograms. Van Snick is going to be wearing white here for Belgium. Didn't have a good start at all. She went 3 shidos down, lost by disqualification, and we don't know why. She was on the other mat as we were doing it. But anyway, here she is against Perink of Poland here, and they've never met before, these two, in international competition. Onto the arm. Is she onto the arm? She is onto the arm here. She's got a little move here that she started to do, Van Snick, from here. She's got a strangle that she does from underneath. And I saw her 2 weeks ago score Ippon with it. So watch out for that. She likes going down to ground. She's got a couple of little things she's been working on.
You're going to have to say that a little bit louder if Perink is going to hear it.
I think Perink did. She heard it.
Maybe her coach has already warned her about that.
So this Kamigoshi was left-handed. Then Van Snick straight in there, and now it's Perink onto the arm. Now, as she made a mistake here, Van Snick, she's looking for the hold down here. Perink.
Yeah, I don't think it's there.
No, well, the leg was trapped. There's the Sorisura Kamigoshi off the sleeves. Any technique off the sleeves. It's a Sodi, but she can do it left and right as well, Van Snick. Well, just about to say that there's a lot of pinning of the sleeves. You've got to go into the attack straight away. So the referee there just saying, okay, you've scored with it once, but when you catch the sleeves like that, you have to go in. Any unorthodox grip that's not sleeve and lapel, they have to go in immediately. Any cross grip as well. A grip over the top, which is crossing the lapel. Got to go in. So this is the little move here. Looking for it all the time now, Van Snick.
Half the contest gone. Nice lead here for the Belgian. She's really looking comfortable, you know.
Yeah, she does. I mean, so far it's her all the way, isn't it? She's just dominating the grips. Got to make sure she just goes in. Now, she can't afford another penalty. There's only halfway through the contest here. So just hit off the grip every time. Dominate the grips. Too far to go here to hold on to any kind of small score. You need to just carry on with the work. Now she's going to wrap up that arm here. This might be it. So she's going to take their head, just take that leg out. Watch the leg coming out now, and then it's going to go straight into the hold down. Perink is going to have one almighty big push here to try and escape. Osai Komi called.
Yeah, talk it there again.
So she has the foot again. Doesn't count. So Perink just holding off into the last minute.
Hey!
33 seconds left then. Van Snick gets a second penalty up there now. She can't hold on. Yeah, you just can't back off. She's been backing off all the time. She's got to make it look strong, and she's got to make it look positive. Quick look at the clock there from Van Snick.
Shouldn't lose it from here now. You know, exchange of 3 or 4 seconds when they get back up before they come to grips. One good attack, that will do.
Yeah, and that's what it needs, isn't it? Sheldon, she needs a really strong attack. Best form of defence, of course, is attack. And that was close. Oh, gets the Wazari. Look at that. And now Perench is in the lead. Can you believe that? The last second there, and Van Snick just holds her face there. Gave the score away. Look at this. Kosodagak, and she takes her onto her side.
Wasn't a committed attack.
No, and certainly from Van Snick it wasn't committed, was it? And
we were calling for a good attack.
Yeah.
And it had to be good and strong, worth it, make her block. She didn't.
So now Perench.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, being held down.
Yeah. This is better now.
Just needs to hold her for 10 seconds and it'll all be over. It's nearly there then from Van Snick.
Yeah, done now.
It's all done and dusted now. She's got the medal. And are they going to stop it or allow the seconds to tick away?
Let it tick away.
Be interesting to know what would happen, wouldn't it, if she just suddenly switched it on top.
No, that's true. You know,
Yeah.
you run the risk during
do.
that those seconds. It's 10 seconds between one and the other.
Yes.
You got 10 seconds if she rolls over, and it's an immediate osaikomi.
Yeah, would you allow it? It's because don't forget that when it goes to the Wazari, then it's already won.
Yeah, well,
First score wins it.
then it's the end of the
Then
contest.
it's the end of the contest.
Yeah.
So my point is should we call the end of the contest at the first score? Should.
Because he's got to call Tokita.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, technically, I don't think that would count. Yeah.
It is interesting though. Van Snick then of Belgium.
And we were in the right place to decide those kind of matters because
Yes.
you've got the international court here in The Hague.
Absolutely.
Take it away, Neil.
Well, there was the score that equalled it all up. One Wazari each, and then this was the follow through into the Osai Komi. Just needed to hold her for 10 seconds plus. Just comes on top there, secures the head, and Van Snick then has a bit of a bad start to the day. Started off luckily for her in the quarter-final stages, not so many people in the category, so meant she was able to come back into the repechage. Van Snick gets the first bronze.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 52 kilo category. The world number one at under 48 kilos, fighting up here at 52 kilos. Mukbat Urantsetsik of Mongolia faces Igor Kutsenko of Russia. It'll be Mukbat in the white judogi, Kutsenko in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Gostini Balash of Hungary.
It's interesting, isn't it? Mukbat there has got a world ranking in the weight category above. She's the world rank number one in 48 kilograms. In the weight category up, she's got a world ranking that a lot of people would die for. World rank 65, but in another weight category. Mukbat in white then, Kutsenko of Russia, blue.
Who was it that qualified 2 weights one year? I think it was Iliadis qualified 2 weights one year, as did I think Hashbatar.
90 kilograms as well, the Georgian.
Oh,
Gviniashvili did as well. Yes.
Gviniashvili, yeah, last time round. Yeah. You can tell the games that Neil and I play. You know?
Yeah.
Who did that and when?
Exactly.
Dennis van der Geest caught me out the other day with the Takahashi question when he mentioned that it was 1981 that Takahashi won the bronze. I thought it was 79, but Dennis van der Geest was right. Off the other side there.
Well, it came off the other side. That dropped Sianagi. It was Sodi, I think, off the sleeves, and she came off the other side. It doesn't matter which side you come off. She landed on her side. Monk back goes a Wazeri ahead. There's the Sodi, and again, doesn't matter which side you come off, as long as you land on your side, it's a score. So Monkbat fighting well here.
Should go further up the rankings with this.
Would be nice just to ask her actually exactly what her purpose for fighting a weight category up is. I mean, because it's not like they don't fight all the time, is it? You know, they're fighting all the time, these athletes, especially on the world tour.
Well, it seems to be working for her to fight at the highest competitive level, world championships and things like that, at 48, and then to keep fit, get strong, and keep a hand in by dabbling at the 52s.
Yeah, I think you get some fighters like to be busy, don't they? It's same in boxing, you know, you get some fighters really like to be busy, others don't like to be so busy. Well, not once a year, but a couple of times, 3 times. I mean, you know, for me it was peaking for 2 major events, and then everything Grand-Prix, Grand Slam equivalent then was at kind of 80-90% of my ability. You know, but there were 2 peaks. But I know it's more difficult to do it that way now, but certainly with all of the world tour.
Thought about the flying Juji Gatami, but the wrong arm became available and she had to bail from that effort. Teddy does 2 or 3, doesn't he? You know, and that's about it.
Yeah, he does. He's probably been more active in this year. You know, he's won 2 world titles this year. That's not so bad.
He won himself a bit of prize money in Marrakesh.
Good day for him, I think. He had to go a full way as well, 6 matches to win it. Well, Gutsenko here has really got to take the fight to Monkbat, and she knows that she needs a score on the board here, coming up to the last minute. Monkbat just happy just to do enough. That's another score there. Yes, another Sodi. Came off the same side, actually, to get her 2nd score.
Comfortable now.
Yeah, just started to back off a little bit now, and of course she can get a couple of penalties and not bother about it, but she's not going to do that. She's going to go straight for the Sangaku and straight into the groundwork. Latch onto the arm. That's going to be it. It's all over. Brilliant transition, wasn't it? Absolutely great stuff there. It's so well rehearsed, that movement into the Juji. She's got also the wrapping the arm up. She goes into the Udagarami. All right, so she kind of somersaults into that one. She's got a couple of really, really good Newaza transitions that she does, and she does them time and time again. Winner so many contests. So Monkbat, 3rd place in the higher weight category. What a great run out for her. And that's the only way I can describe it, really. It must be just a run out for her.
Yeah, I can't see it as anything else because she's had so much more success at under 48 kilos as opposed to 52. Keep your hand in.
Yeah.
You know, strength training. I know it sounds, you know, awful on her opponents. She's just there to keep her hand in, but look how quickly she puts this on.
Wow.
time
Well,
up.
she really concentrates on the arm there. Do you notice she made a readjustment as she comes up here? She realizes that what she wants is the arm into the elbow there, and then the head is under control with the left leg. So she makes sure that she keeps that pinned, and then the arm comes out so much easier.
Well, that brings us now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Estrella Lopez Sheriff of Spain is up against Distria Krasniki of Kosovo. It'll be Lopez Sheriff in the white judogi, Krasniki in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania. Neil.
Well, she's done well, hasn't she? Lopez Sheriff to get this far, and she's certainly going to change her world rankings after this particular match. Remember that a lot of these fighters are fighting to get their world rankings up because it qualifies them. It actually gives them a better world ranking in the next event. And if they're in certainly the top 4, then they get seeded away from each other. Next year, of course, it's all about qualification. Here Lopez is in white, and Krasniki, who's on thundering form, she really is, she's in blue.
There's a saying in French, and they're going to score.
And
Yeah.
she did. Nice ouchigiri there. Krasniki just opens the account up. As soon as she had the left arm on.
Doesn't wait, does she?
No, didn't wait at all. Just driving Ouchi straight onto her back.
That saying in French is about they normally use it in a restaurant when they want to ask in a easygoing way. It's all over. I can't even get the story out. Done. Finish it off, Neil.
Well, that was a thundering ouchigiri, wasn't it, from Krasniki there? How easy did she make that look? And we said that, Lopez Sheriff definitely had her work cut out there. She had no chance there against Krasniki. Krasniki just blasted her way across.
And I am going to get it out because we've got some highlights to come here. It's when they ask in the restaurant for the bill. Instead of saying, give me the bill, they say, give me the damage. What's the damage? And that was it. Le de la ruse.
Well, I can see, we can see where the damage was there. Opened up with the Ouchi, then the Osoto there. Wow. Just went straight onto the leg, took her over the diagonal pathway, and she just threw her, well, you can't get more cleanly than that, onto the back. Control, it had everything.
Gold medal winning performance from the number 2 in Kosovo.
Well, don't forget, she was the junior world champion, and of course Kosovo had the senior world champion and the junior world champion.
I'm really pleased for Distria Krasniki. She's so many times in the shadow of Kalmeni. Not today. Right, we've got the awards being made for the medalists in the under 60 kilo category, and they both go to Mongolians, and both called Amatuvshin. Dashlava Amatuvshin and Bayara Amatuvshin received their bronze medals. The silver goes to Ashley Mackenzie of Great Britain, but the gold medal goes to Bekir Ozlu of Turkey.
Yeah, what a real opportune technique it was from Ozlu. He just waited at the moment. It seemed that he was wrong-footed, Ashley Mackenzie. Just kind of lost his feet for a second. Ozlu then changes to Kuinagi and just scoops him backwards. Beautifully taken. Ozlu of Turkey fully deserved that win. Brilliant performance, great technique all the way through. Looked dangerous actually from the opening contest.
Now the national anthem of Turkey. has been one of the best lightweight final blocks that I can remember in a long time. There's been something in every contest.
Absolutely, it's been terrific, hasn't it? It really has. And sometimes you get an atmosphere within a stadium, and the people, you know, they kind of set it alight, and that's what's happened in here. Everybody so enthusiastic about the judo. They want to see good technique, they want to see clean ippons, and they want to see people going for the ippons. You can't always, you know, in a football match you won't always have goals scored, but actually it's the way the game's played. That's the important thing.
We come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 66 kilo category. Islam Khametov of Russia faces Kasem Norizadeh of the Republic of Iran. It's Khametov in the white judogi, Norizadeh in blue, and the man in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Slovakia, originally, but now from Australia.
Well, Norizadeh, I'm quite impressed with him. I think he's quite a dangerous person. I think this should be quite a good match. If the Russian opens up and he's trying to throw for ippon, I think that this could end before time. Just my idea on it. And here comes the Russian. Khametov in white, Norizadeh in blue. Very cool, calm and collected. He looks really, to me, as if he's just coming out for a little bit of a randa. Let's have a little pull and see what happens. Right against left. Khametov right-handed. Norizadeh left. See how they're just poking away at the sleeve here, trying to catch the sleeve. Well, trying the Uchimata there with one hand, Norizadeh. You need two hands on. Normally any throw that we do is started off with the kazushi part, the sleeve certainly breaking the balance of the opponent, and then the other hand, the suruti hand or the direction hand, lapel hand comes into play, and then of course the whole body then can rotate. But if the hands are not working, then it doesn't work. Technique doesn't work. Big arm over now, Norizadeh. Watch this change of direction. Going for the Jujigatami here. Oh, he's got the arm out. Yes, he gets it. Khametov there, right onto the arm, and that Jujigatami beautifully executed. So Khametov of Russia gets the bronze medal.
Yeah, Norizadeh not looking that efficient down on the ground, was he?
Well, no, exactly. His throwing ability certainly up to scratch, and always dangerous. Always looks dangerous, but very weak there. And Khametov just takes advantage, clicks onto the arm. We'll have a little look at it in a second.
The bronze medal for Russia,
Gives him a little rub on the head by way of consolation.
I wouldn't like that.
Help,
no, definitely wouldn't stay there for that. I don't think. Yes, well done.
You all right, pal?
Yeah. Straight onto the Jujigatami roll there. He was onto the arm tight, pulls the other one through, and he was right on it, wasn't it? He was fierce with the attack on the Jujigatami. You've got to remember what you're actually going for. What you're trying to do here is straighten the arm out, to get the submission, and he didn't take any prisoners there, none whatsoever. You can see there by the way that he taps out of that there that was well and truly on.
We've got the second of the bronze medal contests coming up now. Kenneth van Gansbecker of Belgium faces Alberto Gaitiro Martin of Spain. It's Van Gansbecker in the white judogi, Gaitiro Martin in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico.
Just speaking to Kenneth van Gansbeek, said that he needed a 7th place here to keep his funding up at home in the army. So he got that. So he's got that at least. He's fighting for 3rd place here, but he said, I really want the medal. One of my students when I was in Belgium.
Well, he might get this. I think he's strong enough to overcome Gaitiro Martin.
Yeah, he never underestimates anyway, Kenneth. Never underestimates his opponents and always gives them the respect that they deserve. Well, they got to attack, have to put it in. Van Gansbeek has the grip and tries the Tomanagi. He won't be allowed any more of those, I don't think, to change the direction. Chimata, Van Gansbeek. Gaitiro Martin has to do something, hasn't attacked yet.
Just the single Shido against the Spaniard at the moment. No score yet. 2.5 minutes left to go. Tight contest here.
Yeah, it is. It's, I think both of them realizing that they've got to just stay ahead, even on attacks. First penalty up there to the Spaniard. Can't throw off the floor. Has to be from a standing position that you throw your opponent. Well, Gaitiro Martin, for me, just hasn't done any attacks. It doesn't even look as if he wants it. So the Makikomi attempt from Van Gansbeek. Well, Belgium just needs to stick another attack in here. Well, it's got to have some kind of purpose there. That the hands not working for Van Gansbeek. Second penalty up, Gaitiro Martin.
Yeah, as Neil just said, he hadn't really produced anything for quite some time, so that second penalty quite deserved for passivity with a minute left to go.
Yeah, that was the first attack I think I've seen Gatera Martin do there. Cianagi. Oh, and that's close there from Van Gansbeek. Yoko Toshi. "31 seconds of the first 4 minutes left. Can he pile on enough pressure here, Van Gansbeek, just to... Well, just broke his balance there, just about got away with that. Well, he hasn't done anything, has he? Gatera Martin hasn't done anything.
First contest in this final block to fall just that little bit short of the kind of standard that we were looking for. Right on a knife edge, however. There's 2 penalties picked up by Gatera Martin, puts him at a real disadvantage, however.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the first contest that's been a little bit lackluster. 20 seconds still to go here. Oh, 20 seconds into golden score, should I say. For the double lapel turn. Looking for the Uchimata in there, Van Gansbeek. So now Van Gansbeek has to start. Needs a strong attack. Coming up to the last minute. I keep saying that, don't I? It's first minute in of
No, I've done
score.
that so many times.
Yeah.
So many. Yeah. You forgot you've already seen 4. Minute 20 odd of golden score already gone.
Yeah, one more penalty up there. Gatera Martin will lose this. If the penalty goes up to Van Gansbeek, he'll be allowed another one as well. He can still even it up at this stage. Nice Yoko Satemi stuff from Van Gansbeek. He's ahead at the moment, just working his way ahead.
Piling on the pressure as well.
Yeah, I think this is last bit. So Gatera Martin realizes here that this might be just drifting away from him. So he gets one out. Van Gansbeek gets one for just dropping for the Tomonagi. Needs just strong attacks. Kochi this time. Well, I think that he guided that one out, personally, Gatera Martin, but Van Gansbeek is the one that gets penalised. 2 penalties each. Just that a drop? Well, that for me was a drop. You know, it really was. He's done about 3 or 4 of them. Is he going to get the benefit of the doubt? I think he's lost it on it. I really do.
2 minutes and 10 seconds into golden score. He'd gone into the golden score period penalty free, and Guy Tiramartin had 2 penalties, but with this false attack, if it goes against him, I just think, you know, yeah.
Well, I agree with the referee. It was flop and drop, and it was once too often. He got away with it twice, 3 times.
The only contest to fall flat, I'm afraid.
You're going to see the highlights of the bronze medal contest of next week.
There was the Shido where he just stepped out, just walked out actually, and that was just take the arm and drop. So a win by default then, Tiramartin of Spain. And here we go for the final.
And the 2 contestants in this final in the under 66 kilo category, Yakub Shamilov of Russia. He's up against Yondon Perenli, Bashku of Mongolia. It's Shamilov in the white judogi, Yondon Perenli in blue.
Well, to say that Yondon Perenli is unorthodox is an understatement. It really is. But the man he's got in the final, Shamilov, is a huge throw-up. Just walking his way through the preliminary rounds. Should be a good match this. They've met once before, and Shamilov came off the winner in that particular match. This is a different occasion though. Shamilov in white, Yondon Perenli in blue.
The referee in the middle for this one is Okada Yasuhiko of Japan.
Huge Sodasora Komigoshi there to start it all off there from Shamilov. Hips were right the way across. Bear in mind that Yondon Perenli will attack from different grips. There's nothing normal about the gripping strategies of Yondon Perenli. Oh, look at that. Takes him down for a Wazari there. Shamilov fully, absolutely put himself out there, and he gets taken over. Great counter-attack there from Yondon Perenli. We didn't want to know there. He's hooked onto the arm there. I'm just looking, got him right in front of me. So beautifully assisted onto his side there. It really was. What an ashiwaza that was. Talk about opportune moment. Don't write Shamilov off though, because he can just come from nowhere. Ochigari this time. Now onto the arm. Oh, Mate just lifts him off there, and that was really on, that was, I can tell you, because that arm was out straight. Well, he was looking for the same thing there, Yondon Perenli. Shamilov starting to defend already. Backside goes out there, and there's Uchimata this time. Well, we made predictions. What were our predictions on this one? I think I did say Yondon Perenli for maybe, didn't I? But just as we said that, straight into the outside commi here, and Shamilov is in trouble.
Belt and shoulder trapped him, and that's the belt grip that's really doing it. Unusual.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing usual about Yondan Perenli's technique at all. He's got the belt, he's got it all under control, that is all over. Ippon scored there. Mongolian was magnificent today. He really was. Different techniques coming from different areas. 1-0 down coming into this against Shamilov, but there was no doubting he was going to win this. He was ahead all the time, all the way.
Unorthodox, I think, is the best way to describe Yondan Perenli.
Yeah, I mean, just to explain to everybody what unorthodox in judo is that normally we come out, the orthodox grip is sleeve and lapel. The Mongolian style of wrestling, they don't always have the jackets, and so it's they don't always have the sleeves in the jacket, so they grip in different places. But he's coming to attack from different positions. That was a counter attack. The Russian fully commits, and he counters him, and then this is what led into the hold down. Have a look at how he this was the arm lock.
Yeah.
Nearly gets arm locked here by the Russian. Shamilov almost had it, and there's the little turnover there that led into this. Secures the top half, wins the gold medal. Brilliant stuff.
We've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 52 kilo category about to get underway. Let's go to have a look and see who it is that Juan Carlos Barcos is presenting the medals to. Munkbat Oransetseg, first of all, of Mongolia. She receives her bronze medal, followed by Charlene van Snick of Belgium. Silver medal goes to Estrella Lopez Sheriff of Spain. So the gold medal goes to Distria Krasniki of Kosovo.
Krasniki, this lady here, was absolutely on top of her game. Street ahead of everybody in the category, and Lopez Sheriff didn't stand a chance. Huge. Ouchigari first of all, that just starts it all off. Gets a Wazari for that, and then look at this Osodagari here. She just takes her over to the side there, traps the leg.
Huge.
Yeah, it was massive. I mean, if it would have been a slight change of direction, it would have been a massive Ashio Guruma, but well, that smile says I won the gold medal there, and she did it in style.
Now the national anthem of Kosovo. Munkbat and Van Snick were the bronze medalists. Lopez Sheriff took the silver, but it was Krasniki who took the gold.
Stole the show.
Yep.
She really did
Good job.
steal the show. Great. Look at that rostrum up there. Look, Sheldon. What a great rostrum that is.
Lopez Sheriff is the only one who's kind of out of her depth, which kind of showed in the in the final. But you know, Munkvat and Van Snick, Krasnicki, those are serious toughies. Right, we come to the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Anna Borowska of Poland faces Martina
Widis. Right on it. I'm on it. Borowska just, to world rank 23, and Guidis is 102 in the world rankings, but she's here fighting for a major medal.
Mathieu Bataille of France is the referee in the middle for this one. It's Borowska in the white judogi, Lo Jiduche in blue.
Strong C and Aggie straight from the off there by Borowska. Left against right, Guidis left-handed, and she's pushing. I've seen her do this several times today, just pushing, literally pushing, head down, trying to push her opponent out, and the referee's been told that they've got to penalise it, stop it. Guidis has to pick up the pace. She's just a little bit behind on the attacks here. Well, that was a no-handed, wasn't it? That was definitely no-handed to tack.
Yeah, Bataille, no hesitation and dishing out the Shido there.
Can't attack without hands on. Hands start the technique and they finish it. You've got to keep them on.
Little stab at Ojigari there from Lo Jiduche. And then a little Ashiwaza. Neither of them were really determined. Borowska thought about going left-sided there, but bailed out halfway through. And again left-sided, but deciding against it. Was a little bit more determined, but she doesn't get the good rotation. She's too far away to really threaten the Italian Lo Jiduche. Bataille just asking the Italian coach to tone it down a little bit.
Back off, actually. And I think that people have got to understand they're not allowed to shout, actually, when they're fighting. It's got to be on the mates, in between the breaks. Guidis gets a penalty as well. She gets the Shido.
Better effort there with that left Ojigari. Really threatened Borowska. He's taking a few steps back, ended up off the tatami.
Well, this is a close one, isn't it? One Shido each. Neither one really looking as if they're going to score big. Guidis Oh, almost goes down there.
I'd like to see a score now. Just liven things up in the last 40 seconds.
Well, any score will win this match. Any score on the board here. 2 feet out. That's another penalty here to Borowska. Got to be.
Yeah, he didn't want to give it,
No,
but he's got no choice.
He didn't want to give it, did he? And it was the right thing to do.
Well, he was the one who called Mate, so he saw it first, realised, hey, I have to call this. And then he realised, immediately after he called it, he realised he had to give a penalty. No choice. Simple step out from Borowska.
Close. Tried to change direction there, Borowska. Still not lost. Golden score now. Borowska has to defend that 2 Shidos. If she gets one more, it's lost. Well, this is certainly the time where we don't want to see people just fighting for the 3rd Shido. We want to see a score on the board.
That was her best effort.
Yeah, almost. She tried to change direction with the Kouchi, didn't she?
Yeah, the top half sold her, but there was a step back from Lo Giudice, and she just managed to get off the leg as well. Got to be determined, throw everything at it.
Oh, now then, that might have scored, actually. I think he'll want to have a little look at that. That might possibly be something landed wrong. Well, definitely wasn't a score. So it all depends on whether she's able to carry on. So the arm went up above her head. Well, the elbow was out, so it even though she landed on her side, the elbow was out. So the elbow's got to be tucked in. She's going to carry on. So still, she has a chance. Well, that was close, wasn't it? She just almost countered her back there. La Giudice just managed to turn onto her front. Golden score. Anybody's score. Again, the elbow was out. Not quite a score. The elbow has to be controlled by the sleeve, pulling of the sleeve from the attacker. So they went outside the area this time, though. It was because of an attack. Lagudise there wanted to tie the jacket up. Referee having none of it. Get on with it, he said. Borowska got to keep hold with the hands. One mistake here could be costly. That's it. Yeah, all over. Didn't have anything left, did she? Borowska there kind of half gave it up. Didn't have anything left. It was just an Ouchi, snaking Ouchi Gary there. Lagudise just driving her onto her side.
Yeah, stayed nice and upright for most of the contest. It was Borowska who was, struggling towards the end, looking a little bit desperate. But Martina Lo Giudice of Italy takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 57 kilo category. We'll have a few highlights from this one, and then we'll be back with the second of the bronze medal matches.
Close match, and neither one of them looked like they were going to score actually, but it was in golden score. Ouchi Gary drives her onto her back here. Lo Giudice manages to score the Wasari, the winning Wasari.
Right, coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests. Amelie Stoll of Germany faces Mina Lieber of Belgium, with Stoll in the white judogi, Lieber in blue. Referee in the middle for this one, Vyacheslav Pretienko of Uzbekistan.
Well, it's strange, isn't it, that it's Amelie Stoll fighting for third place here, and actually it was her sister Teresa Stoll that stopped her from winning the going through to the final. Teresa Stoll came back through into the repechage. In fact, Teresa Stoll is in the final, isn't she? She's so both sisters could be on the rostrum here.
That would be nice for them and nice for the Germans. Take a couple of medals.
Yeah, just have a little word with your sister on the way back.
How was it for you?
Yeah.
Well, she's on the board already. Didn't hang around 15 seconds. Busy little fighter, isn't she? Amelie.
Dominating the grips from the inside as well. That's the opening Ouchi there. So Stoll of Germany just ahead. Sisters already in the final. Well, we had a thundering start to this final block on the first day of competition here in The Hague. Some great ippons. Just slowed down a little bit now. Let's hope we finish with a flurry.
Yeah, I think we had a couple that just stalled a bit, but we've got the Stoll twins, and then we've got Žakova, another Kosovan, in the final, and you know that there's going to be action there. There's a good chance. Yeah, he's got to give that, because that's the sit down on the elbows, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not both elbows. It's one elbow at the moment. Both elbows comes in January.
Oh, okay, in that case, he's got to take it away then. Yeah.
Did he take it away?
Yeah, yeah. Stoll already led by the Wazari, so just the one score on there.
Actually, one of the directives to the referees is don't get the new referee, the new rules that are going to be come into play in January. Don't get them mixed up with the old ones now. Easy to do because you're already thinking ahead, aren't you? You know, it is.
Look, I'm just looking for one to call Wazari Awazeti Ipan.
Yeah. Can't happen yet. No, you can't do it. Stoll ahead then in this bronze medal match. Second bronze medal match in the under 57 kilos. 3 weight categories today for the ladies. Under 48s, under 52s and under 57 kilograms. 2 in the men's, 60s and 66s. Tomorrow we've got the middleweights. Well, light middleweights to middleweights. Well, now she's going to work Libert. 1 minute to go. She starts to pile on the pressure. That was a drop as well. No rotation in that.
Just hold on to her arm.
Yeah, well, and just gets away with it. One score on the board here for Libert, and this could change the whole pattern of the contest. To the last 30 seconds. In danger of getting another penalty here, Stoll. That went against the leg there, didn't it? Oh, that did look painful. My goodness. I think all the guys there, everybody with knee injuries, cringed then. 2 seconds left then, and it's going to go to Stoll. So the Stoll sisters will definitely be on the rostrum here. Just all depends on what colour for her sister, Teresa Stoll, still to come in the next match.
Amelie Stoll of Germany, getting the first medal in the bag for the Germans. She looked for the coach and then realised, oh, of course, he's rushed off to my sister. She did. She looked. He ran back. But he's got to go back out now.
Busy man.
He's got another fighter coming up. There are the highlights. Neil.
Gary. Well, that's the absolute limit for me. Even less than a limit, I don't think it was a score. That wasn't a score, not yet. Will be come January. Good performance from the Stoll sisters. She lost to her sister. Sister's just coming out. Get ready for the final.
Well, that final is coming up now, and it features Nora Jakova of Kosovo. She's up against the other sister, Teresa Stoll of Germany. Jakova in the white judogi, Stoll in blue. There'll be no such good luck or anything like that as far as the colours of the gis are concerned. It's all done. The number 1 seed, Nora Jakova, makes her way to the tatami. Gosteni Balash of Hungary is the referee in the middle for this one.
Yeah, got a work cut out here, Jakova, I think. Sorry, not Jakova. I was saying, got a work cut out here. I think Jakova, one of the 3 very successful Kosovan fighters at the moment.
She's already heard her anthem.
Yeah, she has.
Seen the flag go up. You've got your teammate coming back into the warm-up area. Ready and yeah, go for it.
Well, it does make a difference as well. You get on a winning run and you think, well, yeah, I want a bit of that. And again, that big right arm coming over the top there. They all do it, every one of them. Krosnicki, Kelmendi and Jakova all send that big arm over just to dominate the head. There she is, watching her sister.
Hanging on.
Looking for the same thing here. Snaking Ochigari there from Jakova.
I like it better with the leg techniques to the front. Big Haraigoshi maybe.
Well, pulling in there, she's going to get a score.
Yeah.
Was Harry scored? Again, that big arm over the top there, making such a difference. As soon as she had it, though, hips went across. And she gets the drive. It's all one movement, or all part of the same movement, should I say. Got to do something now, Stoll. 2 Shidos on the board.
It's not happening. Just get the feeling that she has been nullified. All of her potential, attacking options have been closed down by Jakova. Now, one big attack from Jakova should finish.
Dominating now, isn't she? She's dominating the head. Just got to make sure that she just doesn't pull down expecting the 3rd penalty, because it's not going to happen. And she might be in danger of getting one herself.
Just got to put in a good strong attack, and that'll be it. She's not clueless, but I don't want to say clueless or out of her depth. But she hasn't brought the best of Theresa Stoll to this final. We've seen better from the German, and unfortunately for her, this has not gone her way.
No, I think her sister kind of realises it as well.
Yeah.
3rd penalty there, and it's all over. Gold medal goes to Jakova.
And threw her hands out as though, well, what could I have done? You have to find a way.
Yep, you do. So a bit of an anti-climax to the... Really, it was quite an eventful, wasn't it?
Yes.
First day of competition here, and we saw some good clean-up-ons.
Strange, isn't it? Because it went from up to down when it normally goes the other way as you get heavier and heavier during that first day. The fights get a little bit more bite in it and everything, but it kicked off really, really well. They got a little bit tight at the end and slightly negative. Oh well. There you go.
Big Sorigoshi in the end that scores. Hips came across, had control of the upper part of the body, and she just takes her over onto her back. Gets the Wazari, a couple of penalties on there as well, but that was enough Second gold medal to Kosovo.
And we've got the president of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Marius Visa, making the presentations for the medal winners in the under 66 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Alberto Gaitero Martin of Spain and to Islam Khametov of Russia. Silver medal goes to Yakub Shamilov, also from Russia. But the gold medal goes to Yondon Perenli Bashku of Mongolia. Surprise winner for me, but a worthy one given the unusual range and variety of his techniques.
Absolutely. He had it was this one here, opportune counter attack here, takes his opponent onto his side for the Wazari.
Little kind of attempt at Tsubami Geishi, but he just catches him high up, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. And well, in the end, he gets. Oh, we're looking at the
replays on
the
big
replays
screen,
on the big screen here. The Mongolian coach is watching as well.
Big smile on his face. Don't go anywhere because we've got another awarding ceremony after this, and Neil has got his wrap up. Stay with us for that and other things. And now the national anthem of Mongolia. Without a good crowd of Mongolian supporters in there, there's some of the athletes as well who've come out from the warm-up area to lend their support to the audience and to the medal winners. Nice bit of support from them. There's the winning quartet, Gaitero Martin from Spain. He's up there. Khametov, Shamilov and Yondon Perenli, all the medal winners. Right, we've got some highlights for you, and then we've got one more awarding ceremony. And don't forget, we've got Neil's wrap-up before we call it a day on the opening day of competition here in The Hague. We're back in The Hague after a break of a few years, but here's some highlights. We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category. It's the last awarding ceremony of the day. There are the athletes lined up and ready to receive their medals. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Amelie Stoll of Germany. Second bronze medal is picked up by Martina Lo Giudice of Italy. Silver medal goes to Teresa Stoll of Germany, but the gold medal goes to Nora Jakova of Kosovo.
Yeah, really a great performance, wasn't it, by Kosovans. And after day one then here in The Hague, 2 golds for Kosovo. Great performances from Krasniki and Jakova, and 1 gold medal each apiece for Mongolia, Ukraine and Turkey. Tomorrow we've got the light, middle and middleweight categories, with the under 73s, 81s for the men and the under 63s and 70s for the ladies. So join Sheldon and I at the same time tomorrow for day 2 here in The Hague. Till then, from Sheldon and I, goodbye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Kosovo. Thank you. And now it's time for our family pitch, the VIPs and the athletes speech. We would like to remind you that tomorrow we will start at 10 o'clock on the second day of the Hague Grand-Prix 2017. Tot zover de aflevering van de Hague Grand-Prix van 2017. Morgen is de aflevering 2. En dan beginnen we met voorrondes om 10 uur precies. U kunt daar nu bij zijn, want blijft natuurlijk volgen op de Grand-Prix.nl, natuurlijk de social media. En gebruik natuurlijk dan ook de hashtag Judo Grand-Prix 2017. Bedankt voor de komst naar het Zorgcampus Zuiderpark hier in Den Haag. Dank aan al onze vrijwilligers, dank jullie wel voor jullie inzet. Graag tot morgen.